Joan Rivers was never one to bite her tongue. That woman could roast a celebrity, a politician, or even a stranger on the street and somehow still have you laughing. But what she said about Michelle Obama? That hit different. It wasn't comedy, there was no punchline. It was a quick comment, almost casual, but heavy, so heavy that 2 weeks later, Joan was dead. Yeah, you heard that right. Gone. Just like that. The timing, way too perfect to be a coincidence. She said, clear as day, Michelle is a trans, we all know it. That clip floated around the internet like wildfire, and just when people started paying attention, she went in for a routine throat procedure, something she'd done many times before and never woke up. The official report said she suffered a heart attack because her oxygen supply was cut off during the procedure, but the internet wasn't buying it. Not then, and especially not now. Because now, a whole lot of people are coming forward, receipts are popping up, stories resurfacing, and those crazy conspiracy theorists suddenly aren't sounding so crazy anymore. At the center of it all, Michelle Obama, or as some folks have started calling her, Big Mike. Now I know, this sounds wild, but stay with me. It started as a joke, just whispers online, grainy photos, weird angles, maybe a bump here or there. But then came the people who claimed to have seen something. And not just random internet trolls, real names, real jobs, real risks. One of the first to speak up was Dr. Rafael Espinanza. According to him, he was Michelle's doctor during Barack's 2008 campaign. He claimed the Obama camp was so secretive about Michelle's health, only basic vitals were allowed, no deeper checkups, no outside medical staff. Weird, right? But here's where it gets intense. Espinanzo said he walked in on Michelle, no Michael, standing up and peeing in a men's restroom. His words, not mine. He claimed they paid him millions to keep quiet, and for a while, he did. But later he said he couldn't sit back and watch the country get lied to anymore. So he went public. Now here's the kicker. When Barack and Michelle's camp responded to all this, they didn't say, that's a lie. They didn't deny the claim. They threatened to take Espinanza's license for violating medical confidentiality. You catch that? They came for how he said it, but not what he said. Strange, right? And it doesn't stop there. There's this whole thing about Michelle allegedly registering to vote as a male back in 1994, like actual documents leaked from the Illinois State Board. Then, in 2008, same year Barack launched his presidential run, suddenly that registration was changed from male to female. I mean, come on. That's way too convenient. Right when America was getting ready for its first black president, the last thing anyone needed was a gender bombshell dropping on the first lady. People have dug deep. Old photos, voting records, even slips on live TV. Barack has reportedly called Michelle Michael on multiple occasions during speeches. Now, sure, it could have been nerves or just a verbal slip, but how many times does someone accidentally call their wife by a completely different man's name? And not just once, several times. There's even a clip floating around where he starts to say, my mem, stops, corrects himself, and quickly says, Michelle. The hesitation, the awkward pause, it's all there. Folks clipped that video, slowed it down, zoomed in on his face. You can literally see the moment he panics and switches up. Then came the photograph, a sweet, innocent birthday post Barack shared on social media, just a throwback of him and Michelle smiling, hugging. Classic couple goals, but internet sleuths went digging. They pulled out what they claim is the original version of that same photo, and in that one, Michelle looked different. Her features sharper, her frame broader. It sparked a storm. People started saying the viral version had been digitally altered to look more feminine, while the real one had quietly vanished from the web, until someone dug it out of an old archive. That post alone got millions of impressions, with folks flooding the comments asking why the switch up, and just when you thought the internet couldn't go any